Plaintiff Carly Belding says at age 13, she started abusing pain pills, and by age 14, she was addicted to heroin. Carly claims she overdosed on heroin 11 times, but she's been sober for over a year now. Carly is suing her ex-girlfriend today for a security deposit and rent. Defendant Jessica Stanton dated Carly for a year, and she claims she was spiteful and malicious. Jessica claims once, after an argument, Carly sent Jessica a picture of Carly's naked ex laying in their bed. Jessica denies owing Carly for anything.
Start with you.
All right, so me and Jess met in high school, around middle school. We were both in different crowds. I lived a different lifestyle than her. I got into prescription pills at 13. Not too long after, I got addicted to heroin at 14. I was in addiction.
Where were your parents?
I just didn't listen. So I just did what I want. They tried to enforce rules, but.
Who turned you on to those?
My ex-girlfriend.
She was that age too?
She was older than me.
Okay, go ahead.
I was addicted for 8 years. In that 8 years, I overdosed 11 times.
Wow.
I was in jail. My whole entire stay in jail was about 2.5 years.
For what?
Possession of drugs, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest.
Okay, go ahead.
And I went to jail last June, and I just really told myself that like this was gonna be the last time.
How many times was that?
Maybe like the 15th.
All right, and then what happened?
I just wanted to change. I was sick of living the lifestyle, so I joined drug court. It's a program that's about a year long. You have to do mandatory urine tests, mandatory counseling. It's a very intensive program. I graduated that program October 31st.
Yeah, you didn't volunteer for that though. Go ahead.
I did volunteer.
Okay.
It was either I'd be revoked or do drug court. So obviously I did
Ma'am,
drug
go
court.
ahead. I held drug court in Detroit when I was a judge for 5 years. I know how this goes, so I'm not going to debate with you. Go ahead, ma'am. What else? So you did well there. And how have you been doing since then?
I've been sober 1 year and 5 months.
Good. That's why drug court works. See, she was required to go into the program, and since that time, she's been clean. That's why it does work.
Too long after, I got addicted to heroin at 14. I was in addiction.
Where were your parents?
I just didn't listen. So I just did what I want. They tried to enforce rules, but.
Okay, go ahead.
I was addicted for 8 years. In that 8 years, I overdosed 11 times.
Defendant Jessica Stanton is being sued by her ex-girlfriend, who admits that she became a heroin addict at the age of 14.
You want to give me some background?
Okay, me and Carly were together for about a year. We started talking through Facebook online and reconnected, and we got a place together, and we started not to get along. Just
Why?
Arguing back and forth. She'd just be very malicious and spiteful towards me.
What type of things?
Like we had an argument, and I left. Like I walked out frustrated, and she sent me a picture of her ex-girlfriend naked in our bed that we had together. So I tried to work it out after then. And
she has no communication. She is immature. She does not want to commit. We signed a lease. She walked out immediately. About a month later, had me leave all the bills.
Why did she leave?
She just leaves over everything, every little thing. There is no communication.
She didn't give you what this little thing was?
A little thing as easy as.
No, this one, the one that caused her to walk out. You said she does
There's
it over
multiple
every
times
little.
she's walked out.
This one, the one on the way out the door. When she was walking, did she give you the little thing?
I don't remember what it was about.
Okay, so you don't know why she left. So tell me about the rent. How does she owe you for the rent? Let's get there.
We agreed that we would pay $300 each. She walked out, never took her name off the lease. She would come back, sleep there. I ended up moving out last month, and she told me she took her name off the lease, but I called the landlord. The landlord said that wasn't true.
Okay, so are you suing her for monies you had to pay the landlord or something?
I'm suing her for.
Why are you itching? What's up with that?
I'm sorry. I'm nervous. You're yelling at me.
Oh, please, much as you've been in front of a judge, you talk about you're nervous. I'm
really
the devil
nervous.
and the other judges weren't? Yeah, I know they didn't talk sweet to you.
They did.
I'm just the devil, and the other judges aren't. Got it. How does she owe you for rent? Did you pay it, or is it currently due, and the landlord has sent you the bill? How does she owe you?
I have statements. She just moved out. She was supposed to pay $300. I have statements from my mom and dad. They had to help me pay rent because I couldn't afford it. I stayed there 8 months. The whole entire time, she did not pay rent once.
So you're saying she broke the lease, and as a result, you had to pay all the rent. Okay. And she has never paid while she lived there?
Correct.
And how long did she live there?
About a month.
Okay. Ma'am, what do you say to this?
I paid for the month of May, which is the month I lived there. It was a month-to-month lease. Her mom paid the security deposit and first month's rent.
Month to month? When did you give them notice you were moving?
Right when I moved.
Okay, that's the violation. You have to give 30 days in advance. Go ahead. What else?
I tried to get a hold of my landlord on several occasions. He would not get back.
All you got to do is submit the letter.
Yes, I advised.
You couldn't do that?
I did submit the letter.
Okay, with 30-day notice?
Yes. And
You told me you didn't. You told me, I asked you, when did you tell him? You said the day you moved.
okay, I apologize. I did not give him the notice the day I moved. Things kind of happened in a rush, and I could not get a hold of him, and I sent him the letter like my local courthouse.
All
told
right,
me
and the
to.
security deposit?
Was from my mom. I have
She
text
agreed to
messages.
pay you?
Yeah.
Okay. You say you have a text message where she agreed to pay? What do you say about the security deposit, young lady?
I did not pay because I told her I could not afford to move in with her, like if I had to pay that. and
Okay, so you never agreed to pay it?
No.
All right.
Defendant Jessica Stanton is being sued by her ex-girlfriend, who admits that she became a heroin addict at the age of 14.
You have any evidence that she agreed to pay it?
She just stated that she wants to give her checks to it.
No, I'm asking about the security deposit. Show me where she has agreed to pay for the security deposit.
I mean, I don't have anything in writing, but I have the
Okay.
lease where she signed her name.
But she says she signed and you agreed to pay.
It says right here, I was like, because my mom and me are fighting because she said, your checks need to go to helping for the house. She said, yeah, I want to give my checks to it.
Security deposit.
Well, I don't have any proof of that.
Okay, well then.
I have proof of her signing the lease. Why would I pay all the security deposit?
That she asked you to front the security deposit. Just because you signed the lease. She signed the lease. Can you put up the security deposit for me? Co-tenant, girlfriend?
But I would never do that.
I don't know. I can't grant you a judgment on that. You haven't proven it. With regard to the rent, she admitted to not giving enough notice. 8 months, she won a total of 8 months. It was month to month, so you don't get 8 months. All that's required is her to give 30-day notice. She did not do so, so I'm going to assess that. $600 is your judgment for the month she failed to pay, that you say, and the month that she failed to give notice for. You have not proven the security deposit. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I just hope to God that you leave me alone and do not contact me after this.
Dude, I have so many messages from her. I'm done. Over it.
Okay.
Done.
Bye. Peace out.
Plaintiff Randy White Jr. has been neighbors with the defendant for 10 years, and the relationship has always been strained. Randy claims the defendant constantly calls the police on him for noise violations, and Randy's suing because he claims the defendant damaged his property. Defendant James Weirda says he and Randy have had issues ever since they became neighbors, and Randy's only suing him in retaliation because he reported Randy for violating city code. James is countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Me and Deep End Weirdo over here have been neighbors for about 10 years now. It's been strained basically since the beginning because back in 2010, I moved into the house in 2009, but back in 2010, I got a phone call from my dad stating that Jim had run his lawnmower into my fence and that he had been intoxicated. For about the last 5 or 6 years, it's been an ongoing strained relationship with him. He constantly calls the police on me for noise violations and code violations.
What type of code violations?
Well, there was disrepair. The fence had to be repaired, but I wasn't aware that even when you're repairing a fence in where we live, you actually had to have a permit for that.
So he called on that?
Yes.
What other encounters have you all had that has been troublesome?
Well, the most recent one, I had my driveway sealed by a local sealing company, and I had to park on my side yard. So I had just got done with work. I was backing my truck into where I was going to park it for the night. I hear him pull up on his lawnmower, which is alarming because he's not very good on a lawnmower, as stated in 2010.
Before, you say?
Yeah. So I hear him, Junior, because he calls me Junior, because my dad's name is Randy too, and my father lives with me. So I finished up what I was doing. I came over, conversation started normal. And then he goes in to say, yeah, well, you're parked on my property right now, what he called his property, okay? And if I run into your truck with my lawnmower, any damages that occur are gonna be your responsibility. And I'm like, whoa, first and foremost, this is my property. Secondly, you run in my truck, we're gonna have a big issue.
Right.
Thirdly, you damaged my property. And that's something we can get into. That's why we're here today for the lawsuit.
Plaintiff Randy White Jr. says he and the defendant have been neighbors for 10 years, and the defendant constantly calls the police on him for noise violations.
Okay, let me hear some background from you, sir.
All right.
About being a good neighbor.
Well, this goes back about 9 years ago when he moved in, Your Honor. And off and on, it's been little disputes. He fights constantly with his father.
Tell me about the first dispute. Did you damage his property?
No, I haven't damaged his property at all.
So you never had an accident, as he referred to when he moved in, being drunk and damaging the property?
No,
that never
that's
happened?
not true.
No such thing? He created that entire thing? What do you want to show me?
I have a statement from my father.
You see it, please?
He couldn't be here in
Regarding the
court
early
today.
accident?
The 2010 incident.
Sometime in '09, Jim was mowing his lawn, hit the fence, broke 3 to 4 boards. He showed me what he did to the fence. I said we would fix it. You don't recall that happening?
That's not true, Your Honor.
All right, never happened?
No.
Okay, it's just him and his father just made up a conversation and an incident. All right, so the first incident, because this never happened, that you all fell out about was what again?
Basically, he drives across my lawn to get onto his lawn.
That's the first thing you all fell out about 10 years ago?
That's what it all started, yes, sir.
Okay. Driving his car across your lawn?
Yes, he drives across the front of the property, which he claims is a curb. It's a driveway, which it is not. It's a curb.
Okay. So how did you all resolve that?
We haven't. I've called the city of Batavia just to report that he's driven across my lawn.
You've done that for 10 years?
Yeah, off and on.
Yeah, and what have they done to address it, the city you live in?
Yes, he's been cited for it, Your Honor.
Okay, let's see.
I have
please
proof
go on.
here.
Does it? Doesn't look like a citation.
You want to hand me a real citation?
Okay.
There you go. This notice is to advise you that an inspection of the above noted property was conducted. The items listed below were found to be in violation. Doesn't say anything about riding across your property, sir. That's what you said. You
No,
received a
Your
citation
Honor,
for that.
that-
Yes.
They didn't even give a citation. That was just a warning. And I already had
Violation
stated-
notice. You're right.
I already
It's just
stated
a
under
notice.
oath, Your Honor, that I admit to parking on it.
Yeah,
it's
no,
my
we
property.
want to hear. That's not what he said. He's accusing you of driving across his property.
Never
damn it.
happened.
And so he said you'd been issued citations for it. And so that's why I'm waiting to see, because what you handed me says nothing about him driving across your property, which is what you said he received citations for.
Well, Your Honor, he was cited for parking on his property. In order to get to his, he had to cross mine.
He was cited for parking on his own property. Let's
Yeah,
move on.
Yes.
All
well,
right. And so what problems have you all had other than that?
And No, basically, he claims damage on his fence. That never happened.
No, what has he done to you
Basically,
other than drive across your lawn?
Just,
Do you have
his tone
pictures
of
of
voice,
damage
Your
to your
Honor.
grass? I see you have pictures. Does some of that show damage to your grass, perhaps? From him driving across it so often?
yes, sir.
Okay. So he says he's showing me pictures of his grass grass looks
That's-
spotless so far.
Well, I'm just showing there, Your Honor, there's no real damage. That's normal wear and tear on his fence.
We're not talking about that. Let me hand them back to you and ask you again. Let's redo this whole thing. Hand them back. Let's try it one more time. You can put it all the way back in. Okay, now where were they sitting when it was sitting like that when I asked you that question? Okay, let's do it again. Do you have pictures where it'll show damage from him driving across your grass? Do you have any pictures that will show that?
It's very hard to see him, Your Honor, but I do have pictures of it.
Look as close as you can. Because the one picture of your grass looked immaculate.
That's the one of the curb that's,
Let me see it, Doyle, please.
he's got busted up. Sir,
Man, I'm
Your Honor,
not
that
going to
shows
keep playing this game. So your grass looks immaculate. These pictures you showed me immaculate, sir. So obviously the man hasn't done anything to you that you can prove.
Plaintiff Randy White Jr. says he and the defendant have been neighbors for 10 years, and the defendant constantly calls the police on him for noise violations.
What happened that caused you to sue him today? What has he done to you?
Okay, I got pictures to give you. He
Tell
sprayed
me.
this Asian orange.
He sprayed
This Asian orange.
Asian orange.
That's what he calls it. It's his homemade weed killer.
Got it.
Here's a picture of
Let me
the
see it, please.
fence line. Here's a picture of the damage it did to the fencing boards, and here's the picture of the damage it did to the ground. I also have a statement.
How do you know he caused this damage with Asian orange?
I have a statement from my girlfriend that states that she's seen him spraying his Asian orange concoction.
Let's see that statement.
Thanks.
I was at
And
work at the time. And
What am I to see here?
okay, see how the boards on the very
Discoloration?
bottom, the discoloration between the two? It's like that for the whole length of the fence. And what it did was when he sprayed it, it actually stripped the pressure treat completely out of the wood. So now it retains water. It doesn't repel water or bugs or anything. And that fence is only 3 years old, Your Honor. I spent a lot of money to replace that whole fence.
And the grass around, or what used to be grass.
Yeah, see how his grass was immaculate? That's what he did to my grass. And his excuse to why he did that to my grass was that was his property, that he could do that.
Sir?
I got a property surveyor's report here that tells you that I own 2.4 feet past that fence. He tells me that I own up to
Past that fence, you
That
own
fence I own
2.4.
2.4 feet. It states right in that survey I just had them give you, sir. Bottom left-hand corner at the bottom of that yellow line, you'll see the fence is marked with a line with X's, and then to the left of that is the solid black line. That is the property line. I showed him on the date in question when he said he was gonna run his lawnmower into my truck and that I would be responsible for the damages.
Did you ever
That's
tell him
not
that?
true, sir.
Okay, go ahead. You showed him this. Sir, what do you say to this? The damage that he alleges you caused by spraying your homemade pesticide, Asian orange, as he says you all
That's-
call it.
no, sir.
Did you spray? Let's start there. Did you spray
No,
pesticides?
that's not true, Your
You
Honor.
never sprayed any pesticides?
Yes, Roundup, that's it. I have sprayed Roundup, but not what he's
That
showing.
probably explains why my dog's been. We have a puppy. When this occurred this summer, we had a puppy. He's been getting sick and throwing up. He's lucky I don't sue him for punitive damages for my dog. If I could prove it, I would be.
Sorry to hear that. Sir, you say you sprayed Roundup. When they approached you about it, what did you tell them?
Your Honor, the only thing I ever sprayed was Roundup, but in the 9 years that he's lived there, his father continuously has done the same thing.
Spray Roundup?
I don't know if it's Roundup, I don't know what they use, but he was out there spraying with the sprayer.
And the grass and the fence have looked like that ever since then?
At times,
At times?
There's more weeds at times. It just depended when they sprayed and so on.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the fence and the damage to the lawn. It's always been there since they've moved there?
That's yes, sir.
Objection, Your Honor. That's not true.
Okay, so why do you think he's coming here today?
He's suing me in retaliation for reporting him for parking illegally on the front of his house, 3 vehicles.
In front of his own house?
Yes, sir. But it is illegal in the city to do it. It says so on that sheet
notice,
that I gave you, Your Honor.
Violation notice? Mm-hmm.
That it's illegal to park in the city on your front lawns.
Okay. So you're not convincing me. What's your counterclaim for? $1,500 for emotional distress.
And
how does he owe you?
Just constantly arguing with me and
about what?
Over
what
the
type
lawn.
Of things? Over the lawn?
Over his parking. I've accused him of driving over my lawn for a long time. Mm-hmm. His argument there,
all right, you haven't
to his
proved
fence is bogus.
All I can tell you is you have not proved your counterclaim. Yes, sir.
He was just saying that my claim was bogus, but I have an estimate of what the repair is going to cost.
Let's see it, please. Yes, sir, and I don't believe that he made up all this story, got his dad to write witness statements. He went to surveyors to get all this done, took pictures, got an estimate, all to get back at you. Don't believe that.
Well, I know exactly that's what happened, Your Honor. I didn't come this far to lie.
You may just misunderstand. I'm going to grant his judgment, sir. He's convinced me that you caused damage to the property, and therefore he's entitled to the repair, $2,052. I'm going to grant his judgment and dismiss yours. Good luck to you guys. Hopefully you can become good neighbors someday. Bye.